Hello, everyone. My name is Mark Kageyama, and I am doing absolutely outstanding. How are you? As I'm putting together this video, we're getting the first significant rain of the season. I'm in California, and we're in the midst of a major drought, so we welcome any rain that comes our way. I'm a stage 4 cancer patient with prostate, bone, and lung cancer. And my oncologist, Dr. Baga, calls me the wellest sick person she has ever seen. And I love the look on her face when I give her my updates because she is perplexed at why and how I'm doing so well. Thank you for joining me today at To Be Your Own Hero. Please subscribe, like, and comment on the video in the comment section. This is a very eventful week for me because my oncologist gave me the okay for me to drive again. And you don't know what a great feeling it is to be able to have the freedom to be able to transport yourself and not depend on someone else for a ride. I would like to thank my LinkedIn connections, Manuel Only and Brian Hall, for sharing great information with me about what has worked for them as far as helping to cure cancer. I truly appreciate their input. Also, Katie Gaspari, Alexander McCarthy, Wayne Robinson, and myself have changed the name of our clubhouse presentation to Cancer Conquering Community. We plan on putting the presentation on every other Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our next Clubhouse presentation will be on November 4th, Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Our topic will be how to cope and be well in 2021. Hope you can join us. It'd be great. Relationships, a key to unlocking the true joy of life. I had a whole video done a few days ago, and several things have happened that have inspired me to change my topic and completely redo this video. This past Sunday evening, I called a friend of mine, Kirk Lewis, who happens to be the person who fixes my computer. In other words, my computer guy. I hadn't spoken to Kirk in a number of months, and last we spoke, I had told him about my having cancer. This was early on in my cancer journey, and at that time there were many unknowns, and I was staring at a number of difficult medical procedures. But I told him that I was going to fight and do everything I could to get better. Ironically, I'd called him this past weekend, and he said that he was actually in the hospital preparing for major surgery, which his life depended on. What truly, truly touched me was that he was so happy that I was doing much better, and he really got choked up about it. He was so glad and happy and near tears that I was doing better. And this really affected me and made me reflect in a very deep manner. He was really happy that I was doing better. And at the same time, he was in the hospital with his life on the line, waiting to have potentially a surgery that would save his life. This really, really moved me and made me realize how lucky, fortunate, and blessed that I really am. Nothing can replace that feeling that Kirk shared with me. My friend Susie Potts said the other day, "It's amazing how great things come out of things that suck." I thought that was pretty cool. If you could, please say a prayer for my friend Kirk for a successful surgery and recovery, and I will as well. Back on July 4th, 1939, over 80 years ago, a gentleman named Lou Gehrig stepped up to the microphone at Yankee Stadium for a speech that is now famous. He was diagnosed with a disease that has now become known as Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a long name, and I can't even pronounce it. The disease put an early end to Lou Gehrig's fabulous baseball career. During the speech, he thanked the Yankee fans for their kindness and encouragement following his diagnosis, and claimed himself as the luckiest man on the face of the earth, which would become one of the most iconic sports moments in history. Gehrig closed his speech with the similarly famous line, "So I close in saying that I have been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for." I had heard of this story a number of times, however, I never truly understood the meaning until now. Life is so precious, and to be blessed with each new day is something that should be appreciated as well as utilized. We're not here on this earth just to die. We're all here for a reason, and we should all take advantage and make the most out of every single day. If you've ever been given a second chance at life, don't waste the opportunity and make the most of it. And if you're on your first chance at life, make the most of that as well. Wake up, take stock of your blessings, and appreciate your life and your health, if you have it, every single day. Tom Brady, arguably the greatest quarterback in the history of the National Football League, NFL, spoke after the game this past Sunday. As great as he is, and he is great, what he talked about was how great his teammates are and how they helped to win the game. He doesn't talk about himself, and he applauds the players, his teammates around him. Tom knows how important his relationships are to his success. If you had asked me what a successful person is prior to my cancer diagnosis, I would have responded that it would be someone who had achieved a monetary plateau of some sort. Today, I think a successful person is someone who has a balanced life with their relationships, with family and friends, and someone who gives and receives love daily, and who gives back to make the world a better place, and also secured financially. Success to me is not about having stuff like houses and boats and cars and so forth. It's about the effect that you have on the people around you and what you do to make other people's life better. How many times have you heard about the rich person who has no friends and is unhappy with life? There is much more to life than physical things, which you cannot take with you when you pass anyway. Of course, stuff is nice to have. I'm not denying that. But you cannot neglect relationships and the people around you. That is why, to me, relationships are a key to unlocking the true joy of life. I'd like to thank, at this time, Maria Motia from Cyprus, Greece, who I connected with recently on LinkedIn. Maria is a certified hypnotherapist and a wonderful person, and we had a nice long conversation this past Monday. I'm excited to further explore what she is suggesting, and I will share my results in a future video. thank you for joining me at To Be Your Own Hero. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video. And be sure to take advantage of every day, every hour, every minute, and every second. I wish an amazing life for everyone. Be well, be happy, and make an effort to strengthen your relationships one by one. Relationships take effort and energy, and they don't just happen by themselves, but it is truly worth it. I am the luckiest man on the face of the earth. True, I've been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for. Thank you, Lou Gehrig. In fact, more than you know. Till next time, thank you again for joining me. Have a great week. Let's go, Brandon.